Greetings, brothers and sisters. Greetings. 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 Greetings from a place of unconditional love. Greetings from a place of pure awareness, consciousness, love, which is who we are. Not the mind, not the ego, not attachments, not a story, not conditioning. Empty of thought, empty of the ego. In that space you return back to consciousness. You return back to the witnesser. You return back into awareness, which is who, that's the I am. The I am is awareness. The I am is consciousness. That is who, the I am is who you are. Not the opposite side of the awareness, which is the ego. That is not who you are. That's just a program playing off in the mind from what other people have told you, you're conditioning. I believed. I felt something all my life that something was inherently off with the world around me, with the way other entities were treating other entities, with the way other entities were treating me for being love, for being kind, for being open. I've come to realise that them other entities don't know who they are. Forgive them, Father, because they know not what they do. I love them people. And that doesn't come from a place of I love them because they don't love me. They do love me. It's just that they don't see that. They've got a misperception. They believe in the ego. They believe in a story in the mind which isn't who they are. If they only realise that behind that conditioned mind, in the consciousness, in the awareness, is who they are, is pure love. I had to go on that, my soul had to go on that journey. My soul had to encounter them really dark people, them really negative entities, calling people, judging people, with the weight of the world on the shoulders. Just negative people, all listening to the ego, all listening to the mind, the thoughts in the head, the conditioned mind. I had to come into contact with them entities. My soul was like, what is going on here? What is happening? Why am I coming into contact with these? This isn't right. These people there's something wrong with these people. There's something wrong with these entities, with these humans. Why are they reacting like that? Why are they reacting so adversely to love, to joy, to happiness? Why are they so closed off to that? I've come into contact with them for a reason, for my soul to awaken to truth. Because if I'd never come into contact with them people, I would never have seen the dark. I would never have witnessed the distortions of the mind. I wouldn't have been able to awaken to truth. So that it is just pure love. Because my soul, myself had to go on its own discovery, self-discovery. Myself, being the awareness, being consciousness, had to go on its own discovery. And its own discovery was that. My self-discovery was through them people, through the abuse, through a narcissistic mother, through my dad attacking me because of my mum's influence over my dad. Through coming into contact with negative people. My soul had to discover them people in order for it to see that there's something not right there. Why are these people behaving like that? Why are they not love? I don't understand why they're not loving, why they're not kind, why they're not full of joy. My soul had to discover that. My soul had to discover that in order for it to come into truth, into love and light, into love for everything and everyone, into love for the sounds that I hear, into love for the food that's cooking, into love for these words leaving my mouth, into love to everybody that comes into contact with me. Because now I know truth. Now I know that I'm pure awareness behind all thought, behind the conditioned mind. In the conditioned mind, if you want to say, in that moment is awareness. In that moment is consciousness. Otherwise we wouldn't be here. In that moment is love. Doesn't matter what love the mind. Love the thoughts, be in loving relationship with everyone and everything. Because if you're being in loving relationship with everyone and everything, you cannot be living from the ego. You cannot be living from fear. Fear and love cannot coexist. Once you've made the switch, that might take a lot. It might not happen in this lifetime. You might, in this lifetime, your soul self-discovery in this lifetime might be suffering and struggling. Yourself might have to discover the struggling and the suffering in this lifetime. Might have to go through all that, connected to the ego, connected to the story, the mind. That might be your self-discovery in this lifetime. That's okay. Love that. It might be that in this lifetime you're going to come into seeking. That might be your self-discovery, your self-discovering, seeking in this lifetime. Breathwork, meditation, hypnosis. That's okay. Love that. It might be in this lifetime you come into abiding and discovery, self-discovery. You might come to that place in this lifetime where you are awareness, where you are the consciousness, which is what you are, which you always have been, you always will be. It's just a process that your soul is going through, suffering and struggling, discovery. It's just that your soul is going on that self-discovery. You might come to, in this lifetime, to be pure love. Love is sitting in the place of seeing. So seeing that everything is seen, everything is perceived. Once you see that everything is seen, everything is perceived, that it's seen and perceived from awareness, from consciousness, then you sit in the place of love. They're synonymous. There's no separation between love and awareness. There's no separate, it's just a knowing. It's not something that you attain, it's just a knowing. You come to know this. It's an understanding. It's wisdom. Awareness, consciousness, and it's all, they're both the same thing. And love, it's the same thing. Because it's void of fear. It's void of the ego. Once you flip over into awareness, into consciousness, pure awareness, pure God consciousness, once you come over into this side, into this state, then the ego can't be there. Because ego, thoughts, mind, suffering, struggle, fear doesn't coexist with love, with awareness. It can't, because awareness is a presence without thought. Being conscious is a presence without thought. So they can't coexist. Thoughts and awareness, they're not in the same realm. They can't be, can they? You can't be thinking and being pure awareness at the same time. You can't be living in fear in thinking and be in love at the same time. You can't be living in fear and living in thought, living in ego, living in the mind, and being awareness, and being the witnesser, and being pure consciousness at the same time. They don't coexist. So once your soul has gone on that self-discovery, yourself being the I am is awareness, the I am is consciousness. Once your soul has gone on that self-discovery to find out that that is truth, then it flips over. The ego dissolves away because they cannot coexist together. Love and fear cannot coexist. The mind, the ego, cannot coexist in pure awareness, in pure consciousness. That shift might happen like that. It will happen like that once your self-discovery has come to that point. That might happen in this lifetime. It might happen in your next lifetime. It might happen in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. But eventually, you'll come into a place of living from the heart, living from pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure God consciousness, living in a state of pure love for these words leaving my mouth, for this conversation to whoever ever it reaches on this phone, to the noises that I can hear my washing machine making, to the beautifulness of my hair. Everything is pure love because everything is seen through awareness, through consciousness, through the I am. The I am is who you are. Not a body, not a mind, not a name given Sam. No. The I am is the pure consciousness, is the pure awareness, without any attachment to personhood, without any attachment to the thoughts in your head, to the ego. That is who everybody is. It's just the beings have been veiled by the mind, believing that the mind is who they are, believing the I am is the mind. The I am is not the mind. Everything that you see, everything that is perceived, everything that is seen comes and goes. It is all subject to time. The only thing that doesn't come and go, so is what you inherently are, is the awareness, is the I am, is consciousness. Live in that place, full of love. Hope everyone has a fantastic day. Namaste.